Yes, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Warzone Jones. I'm going out for a walk. I'm heading to a certain place, and I figure, ladies and gentlemen, I'll do a little video as I'm heading to that certain place. So, the topic that I'm talking about today is a combination of both pro wrestling and MMA. Women in pro wrestling and women in MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, I would say that most people will believe that pro wrestling and MMA is a man's world. But regardless if it's a man's world or not, you see these women, they have had success in this man's world. So, since they have had success in this man's world, I guess they would say that they're highly valued. But you see, on the pro wrestling side of things, you see women today in pro wrestling, oh God, they're not valued. They are not valued at all, especially in mainstream. Now, I'm mostly talking mainstream pro wrestling. In mainstream pro wrestling, women ain't shit right now, and that is the absolutely truth. It is like, it's not even really worth mentioning, although I am talking about it in this video. Women ain't shit right now in pro wrestling, and that is the absolutely truth. And one of the reasons why it seems that way because, well, the WWE doesn't seem to really care. And not just the WWE, I would say Impact Wrestling too. So TNA Wrestling and the WWE, they ain't really doing shit with their women. At least nothing big. Because, you know, it's more like who cares. And across this street, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, crossing the street. So yeah, back to what I was talking about. At this point, women ain't shit in pro wrestling. That is the absolutely truth. It could be better. It has been better. But at this point, they aren't shit. They're not valued. Who cares? Women in MMA, the exact opposite. They are valued in mainstream MMA. People are looking for talent. Women talent in MMA. Women's MMA is hot right now. Like, that's on fire, baby. Like, you couldn't put that out with water even if you want to. You could take every fire truck on the planet Earth, take that fire hose, and you won't be able to put out that women's MMA fire. Like, you just wouldn't be able to, because it is that hot. Trust me. You know, they got so much talent coming up. You know, these fights that these girls are putting on. Ronda Rousey is a mega star. When you get interviewed by Lifetime magazine and a couple of other magazines, you know, like that's big. Like, she got interviewed. That was a media circus. That woman literally created a media circus. Her and Liz Carmouche, when they had their fight, they lit that place on fire. They had the best fight of the night. And not just them, you know, you had Kat Sagano versus Misha Tate. Misha Tate and Kat Sagano, they tore the house down too. That was a really good fight. So these girls know that, hey, this is the UFC we're talking about. We're not going to get this opportunity again. This is a once-in-a-lifetime shot. And when they go out there, they make sure that they put on a really good show. They make sure they tear the house down. Also, you know, the other thing that makes, you know, women MMA better is because, well, these girls got passion. Them WWE girls, they ain't got no passion. Like, they just don't. Them divas don't got no passion. The women's MMA fighters, they actually got passion for it. And this is what they do. They got talent. They're not models trying to be MMA fighters. No, they don't do that. In the WWE, they are women who are models and actresses, and they're basically using the WWE for, you know, to get exposure. That's basically what they're trying to do. So naturally, there's no talent there because they ain't got no passion for the business. They ain't been doing that all their life. So when you get that, well, the shit sucks. That's just how it is. The shit sucks when it's that way. In MMA, these girls been doing martial arts like their whole lives, and even if it's not necessarily their whole lives, they still have a passion and a burning desire to do it. So naturally that comes out when it's time for them to perform in the ring, like they perform. Now, I'm not saying that a women MMA fight can't be boring or hasn't been boring, because I've seen some bad women MMA fights, but lately women's MMA is on fire. So Dana White cares about women's MMA. He's trying to build that women's MMA organization up, build that division, what I should say, build that women's division up. Unlike WWE, they ain't doing shit with their division, which is one of the reasons why women's MMA isn't shit. So, those are my thoughts. This is Warzone Jones. I just wanted to share that with you while I'm walking to my destination. I'm out. Peace.